Greetings. How's everybody's ascension going? Going good? Good deal. Question. First off, let's give a shout out to some of that clickbait. I hear that there is a war in the spiritual realm and heaven and hell are fighting for the chosen ones now. That's what it is. You got to think. No earth, no home. It's just what it is. That's why we're putting the focus on Pisces. You got to think the entire control matrix is based on fear. So, Earth School, when you hear them talk about that, remove the fear, release the karma. We're all one. Karmics, karma, whatever. Release and let it go. What they did in the dark comes to the light in their own timeline. They either ascend into the light or they're left the fuck behind. Simple enough. We all get to go when we go. However, not everyone gets to go in the same manner. I was listening to a young lady talk about Pisces has been right the entire time. Well, if you do your research on the INFJ, they're right 99.9% of the time because they're 10 steps ahead through pattern recognition. So, expect it to get weirder. And what was done in the dark comes to the light. Yeah, and now the light, we have to do shit in the dark. Just don't tell them what you're doing. Simple enough. What they don't know can't hurt you. Simple enough. What we will be looking for is those who ascended into union with the divine light. The light is unmistakable, Pisces. Yes, it is. Very healing. So, I got a pretty neat response last night, but we'll leave that alone. The same way I infuse cards with Reiki, so it is, you can infuse everything. You can bless anything. So it is. It's the energy that you put out. What you put out comes back to you. Put out love, light, truth, and protection. Love, light, truth, and protection comes back. Whatever they put out goes back on them. I can't do anything about that. Well, are people going to understand that? No, they're not used to being able to project their negative energy at a higher frequency energy and not get a reaction back on them. they're just not used to that, and that's fine. The universe will be reacting in certain ways as well. It's a planetary purge. Works of Dolores Cannon. Let's face it, she said, you have to get started now. Okay, she passed away in 2016. So when she verbally said, you have to get started now if you want to go with the new earth. What is the problem? Well, how can you possibly ascend if you haven't experienced another soul's lessons? So you're not wanting to create any more karma. They give you this, and there is always that. So if they give you this, and this is all you focus on, there's always a that. Go for that. Simple enough. So they don't want karma. You cannot have one without the other. And they don't want karma. Once you awaken to that, then their only control factor is fear. It's kind of like they say, you know, that one day you didn't want to go and do something. I didn't want to go to work today, but I went anyway, and it was the best day of work I ever had. Well, yeah, it's called following your intuition and going within. When they talk about, but I can't believe Pisces did that. Well, it's what it is. If you get a sensation of fear from what they throw at you, have no fear. Right? If they want you in fear, they're now in fear. They want you happy, they'll be happy. It's the game of life. They're playing games with your life. We're playing the game of life. There's a huge difference. Right? They don't know the rules, and to successfully play, you must have an understanding of spiritual knowledge. How have the rules changed? Technology. There weren't memes. What you put out comes back to you. There wasn't any of that shit during Florence Scovel Shinn's era. It's just what it is. However, we will be looking for those Pisces. And if we don't find those Pisces, then that means they've been left behind. And that's fine. Not everyone gets to go. That's fine. All right? You have an entire collaboration of individuals that have talked about this information forever, and they needed a key. Cool. That key ascended, left them behind. Can't do anything about that. Ask them. So they teach you so much. It's just what it is. One makes it. Divine justice is called. Divine judgment. Can't do anything about that. That's what it is. The shit is prophecy. It's written in the stars. If you don't know who you are or your place in the prophecy as a prophet, then you're not going to be able to fill your soul's mission. Simple enough. Are you going to get people in the way? Lizard Island, and we've had Lizard Island people. Okay, cool. Then you leave everyone behind on Lizard Island. Simple enough. And they were harvesting your energy. Okay, great. Then you leave everybody behind with the energy harvesters. Call your energy back. Simple enough. It's not that hard to figure out. What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. Cool. Love, light, health, wealth, and abundance to you all. Did you ascend? Did you ascend into your star energy? I don't have a star energy. Well, okay. I don't know anything about that. We can't be worried about everybody else at this point. That's fine. I understand that. Right? There's too much energy in the cards of leaving the Earth Angel behind, and then the Earth Angel left everyone else behind. What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. They left the Earth Angel behind to die. Enjoy. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. They left the Earth Angel for dead, and now you've got people talking about heaven and hell are fighting for that chosen star energy. That's what it is. Me too. As we find these star energies, we will be moving forward into different timelines. That's what it is. Everybody's on their own path. Simple enough. If they try to get back on the divine path, they're going to get run the fuck over. It's the best we can do. It's what it is. They're afraid of Pisces spiritual protection, and fear is what keeps them locked into the 3D. That's what it is. Can't do anything about that. It has nothing to do with me. Is it an overwhelming energy? So I said it in one of the last videos. Alan Watts, the mystical experience, one of the most dangerous things on the planet. For an individual who cannot contain the energy, it's like running thousands of volts of electricity through your electric razor. It'll blow your mind, and it stays blown. Cool. So, I hear the advice of taking time off for rest, and it's what it is. I do whatever the fuck I want to do. So, is the system crumbling? Quick, fast, and in a hurry. You're either creating your own reality or you're falling back into the one that was broken. Plain and simple. That's what it is. Tons of corruption. Cool. Shit's corroded. That's what it is. You can soak in corrosion if you want to. That's what it is. Done. For every this, there is that. Right? They wouldn't be in the city. You wouldn't have WW3 info on one timeline and UFO disclosure on the other if you weren't going right through the middle and leaving it all behind. Can't take it with you when you go. Simple enough. Dolores Cannon said about you cannot skip a grade, but you can repeat one. Reincarnation. You can't get out of the karma. You can remove the karma. You can dissolve the karma. Using the third eye technique of Shiva, I burned mine off. That's what it is. Can't do anything about that. Is there going to be consistent opposition? Absolutely. That's why we put up energetic boundaries. Simple enough. Simple enough. You guys are going to be tapping into abilities, if you're doing the work, that you never knew you had because nobody fucking told you. Well, guess what? Today's the day. I'm here to tell you. It's just what it is. What is the problem in the higher vibration? Your lower vibrational abilities don't fucking suit the higher vibration. Reiki, love's intent to help her heal. That's what it is. Does it do amazing things from manifestation to channeling cosmic intelligence? Plain and simple. It's been around 2,500 years, and it's a daily process. If you're not willing to put daily practice into yourself, you're never going to get daily practice results. And that's fine. I mean, I knew when I started this that if Dolores said you have to get started now, and you tell people for a year, you've got to get started now. If they didn't get started then, they're a year left behind. Simple enough. Can't do anything about that. Simple enough. I mean, that's going to be my question as I do these videos. You've got too many phenomenal readers out there. People are afraid of Pisces spiritual protection. Cool. I want to fuck around and find out, where are these Pisces? Shining with star energy, setting energetic boundaries, utilizing their energetic and psychic protection, and keeping it fucking moving outside of this matrix of ignorance. I just put a post up yesterday. The emergency guy for the Texas floods, he was sick and asleep when the shit happened. What was my response? That's what happens when you live in a profoundly sick and backward society where people are still fucking unaware and asleep. Wake up. Anyway. A lot of people aren't going to want to hear that message. Cool. We're looking for the ones that did the work, that appreciate that message. Not worried about other people's feelings. That's what it is. The emotional manipulation and the shit that was done to the clairsentient is what got the entire group left behind. The universe does not give a shit what you think. It doesn't care what you say. It doesn't care what you do. It only responds to how you feel. The double-edged sword of that is everything you think, say, or do affects the way you feel. Confirmation. That's what it is. Right? I mean, every time I heard that energy in the cards of karmic blocks, betrayals, okay, great. Then that means what they put out goes back on them. If they block, betray, and backstab, they will be blocked, betrayed, and backstabbed. Can't do anything about that. If he gives hate, he will receive hate. If he gives love, he will receive love. That's what it is. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Cool. The Earth Angel was judged very harshly. Now Pisces ancestors are obviously causing these people problems. Okay, great. That's a them problem. It has nothing to do with Pisces. I mean, when you start getting natural disaster hits from the universe on holidays, it tells me all I need to know about what was put out went back on you. Okay, great. That's what it is. Thank you for the 5-star reviews. Daisy's ready to come in. It's just what it is. All right. If we know that Pisces is in winning energy, if we know Pisces is the most spiritual, if we know Pisces is graduating, cool, that's what it is. Focus on your graduation. When I hear that energy of Pisces has to go it alone, you're never alone. The lone wolf energy of Pisces, cool. That's what it is. Where are the others that are shining like an INFJ unicorn? That's the thing. Who ascended? Right? And I'll ask that over and over again. If no one can, be excited about the fact that they ascended, shining their light. Pisces, don't dim your light. It's undeniable. You're embodying the sun energy. Okay, great. Where are those other Pisces? That's what it is. No one's any better than anyone else. But if I'm going to fucking compete, it's going to be with somebody I can compare to. Namaste.